Bienvenidos a todos ustedes. Welcome all to my channel, Dolls by Mr. Fabre. And if you haven't guessed, I am Mr. Fabre. All right, so here I am with another video. I'm excited as always. Hope you guys had a great week so far. Now, I have been on the search for these dolls for quite some time now since I heard the release coming up like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You know, Bratz have been on a roll lately because they have been releasing a line after line after line. We first, of course, got the Sassy Stampede dolls. Then we get those 2 collector dolls. And then we get the Twyla doll. And then we get, not in that particular order. And then we get the styling birthday dolls. And then now we have the Bratz Reimagined 2001 doll. And I'm here to review the Bratz Reimagined 2001 doll, the Cloe doll, because Chloe's my girl, as always, blonde and blonde, we gotta stick together. Now, of course, for those of you who may or may not know, this is basically like they're doing like a rendition of their OG outfits when they first ever released. Maybe if I feel like it, I'll show how Chloe's first outfit was. And then this is the quote unquote reimagined version. It's like an elevated look. I will say that all the dolls look spectacular, amazing. However, so I just picked this up yesterday at my local Target. Only Chloe and Jade were available. I didn't get Jade because as much as I love her outfits, I did not like her facial screening because why does it, and I'll probably insert a picture here if I feel like it, but tell me, why does it look like she got a BBL on her cheeks? They made her cheeks so puffy, and I'm just like, I understand cheek filler is a thing, but baby, y'all made her look like a balloon. It's like her cheeks look so, it looks like they put like filler in her cheeks. They gave her a BBL on her cheeks, and I don't like that. And Chloe kind of has it a little bit, but it's more subtle, I feel. But I feel like with Jade, it's so prominent, you know, and it totally took away like me wanting to get her. As much as I loved her outfit, I just couldn't get her because her face was just not it for me. Now for Yasmin and Sasha, Sasha's probably my #1 favorite. I love her outfit. Everything from the hair to the outfit, everything's amazing. I'm just waiting for her to drop either on retail, Amazon, something. I've been checking every single day for Sasha and for Yasmin. I have not had any luck, so I'm hoping at some point these dolls will pop up at my local store or online so I can purchase them. But yes, unfortunately, I won't be getting the entire collection because Jade, her cosmetically enhanced face is not doing it for me, unfortunately. But anyway, yes, I am here to review the Chloe Reimagined doll. And like I said, this is kind of like a rendition of her first ever outfit. And I like how they're still keeping up with the charm theme because again, if you bought the Bratz charms, you have a bracelet that you can stick these charms into. This is how the back looks, and it has all the girlies in their room, and then it has a little bio of Chloe. But yes, oh my God, and also let me just say, the way they have her in the box is so beautiful. I love the way her hair looks, but I'm sure that this hair is not gonna look like this when I take her out of the box. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and unbox Miss Chloe and we'll get a closer look at her beautifulness. So stay tuned. All right, so here is the Bratz Reimagined 2001 Chloe doll out of the box. Now, first things first, the doll does come with a poster, and it's just a copy of what the back looks like, and it has all the girls here. And then she does come with a few accessories. Of course, she always comes with the iconic star brush, a charm, and it's like, I don't know what that's supposed to be, angel wings maybe, potentially. And then she comes with It looks like nail polish. Oops. It looks like nail polish. It is removable, but there's nothing there. Maybe it's supposed to be a perfume, potentially. Excuse my very horrendous nails. I do apologize. And then she also comes with a compact mirror, or compact, like whatever, blush, which is super cute. I love when Bratz used to release, like, you know, little makeup for the girls to use. Very, very cute. All right. Oh, lastly, we have a pair of transparent sunglasses. All right. Now to begin with Chloe. She also comes with a Dior-inspired saddlebag, except it has like the B logo on it. And if you look here, it looks like there's like some indentations on it. I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize. It kind of looks like it's symbolizing like a part of the world. I just don't know what part. Unless if this is supposed to symbolize like wear and tear on the bag. I don't know. But yeah, oh look, it actually opens. Would you look at that? It's a very tight fit, so if you try to put the makeup compact thing in there, it may get stuck because I don't see any way to get this out. Anyway, to get started on Chloe, this is her face. Like I mentioned, I do find that the facial screenings that they made, their faces look like they've been enhanced with a little BBL on their cheeks, but Chloe's is slightly more subtle, so I don't mind it. But yeah, this is her makeup. It's very simple. Like I will say, like their makeup is like what I feel like is what like the girls look like at their core. Because with some other doll lines that they have, like for example, like when they release the like the rock star ones or pop girls, when they release the Bratz, like the Pixies and even the Sassy Stampedes, I feel like their makeup look is very dramatic, where it kind of doesn't look like them to an extent. Like you kind of have to do a double take on who this is. But when I see like this type of makeup on the girls, I think like, yes, this is like her signature makeup. Like this is how you differentiate who Chloe is, who Sasha is, who Jade is, etc., etc. So yes, I do like her makeup look, although kind of simple. I do like that her eyeshadow matches her outfit. I do like a color coordinated outfit. And then we have her hair, which I love the curls, but once again, her hair is very gelled down, and I'm a little afraid to mess with the curls too much because I don't want to ruin the curl pattern. I may just kind of finger comb this out a little bit. But yeah, oh my God. And her hair is so soft and so voluminous, and she has a lot of hair. Let me just kind of brush the top part a little bit so we don't get like that crease or that kink. But like it has like a beautiful body wave. So pretty. Like I'm very surprised that her hair actually stuck. Like her hair actually like kind of looks like the way it looks in the box. And to be honest, you know, your dolls are going to be displayed from the front, not really the back. So the front looks amazing. We have like this little discrepancy in the back, but I really don't mind that because she's going to be displayed from the front. This body wave is stunning. Like it gives like body wave, but it also gives like the old Hollywood waves, if you see, except since her hair is parted in the middle, it kind of gives it more of a modern look versus if they were to do like a complete, you know, finger wave look. If her hair was parted to the side, it would have given it an old Hollywood look, which is not what we're going for. I also think of these as like bombshell curls, like something Pam Anderson would have back in like the 90s. I'm just loving the hair. This is probably like maybe, in my eyes, like the best hair that I've seen come out of the box without any type of enhancement. And it's so bouncy, so flowy. And she does have nylon hair. And honestly, nylon hair is the best hair to get a good curl out of. Saran, you have to use an insane amount of gel to it in order to make it curl, versus with this, I feel like more of the gel's towards the bottom, but a lot of it does feel actually quite, like you can feel the gel in here, but it doesn't feel like overwhelming, like stiff per se. But yeah, oh my God, her hair is just stunning. I love her hair. I can't get over it. Anyway, she does not come with pierced ears, but you look at that. I low-key would have expected it considering that this doll did cost about $30. And then she has a crop top that says Angel on it. And it has like this, and the material, it literally feels like a corduroy. Not true corduroy, but it definitely has some texture to it. It is attached with Velcro. Her pants have like this glittery design. It literally looks like it could be some jeans, because there's some jeans where it kind of looks like it has like that glitter iridescent type of feel. And she also has this belt that's actually not attached to the pants. So, oh, if you look at that, so you can, if you didn't want to wear the shirt, you could have wore this to make like a 2-piece denim outfit. Oh, wow. And look, if you see, it comes out with Velcro. Look at that. I did not expect that. Okay. That's cute. It's a 2-piece set. I thought this came together, but apparently not. It's a separate piece. And the fringe here is not really fraying off, so that's good. Anyway, so we get down. She has some boot cut jeans, and she also has like the fringe here coming out. Once again, it's not flimsy, so that's good. Because of course, I sometimes get nervous when there's like just open like fringe here, because I always fear that like, well, what if it frays? What if it starts to unravel? But no, it's actually pretty good. The jean material, it's not the softest in the world, but it's also not like stiff at all. It has a good flow to it. And her shoes, you know what these shoes remind me of? These remind me of the high-heeled version of, if you watched my Barbie Basics You Create video, I think it's the set with the light-skinned girls that were from the first kit, or from the first wave of kits in last year. They were the dark-skinned girls. The light-skinned girls, they have some like open-toed shoes like this, but it was more like of a kitten heel, it looked like, or like a little wedge. The heel was very minuscule. It makes me think of that, because with the white and the buckles here, those shoes I don't think had buckles. It was just more like, you know, just straight across strappy sandals. But that's what it makes me think of. I wish it would have more gone with a stiletto, because I feel like it's more casual, I feel, in a sense. It's a little too basic for me. I wish it would have done something more like more of a stiletto pump or something. All right, and then when it comes to her articulation, she has articulation in her head. She has her arm articulation. She has elbow. What part of her elbow is the correct elbow? I think this side. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Elbow. She has wrist articulation. She has leg articulation. She has the bend and snap knees. The one on the left is slightly more stiff than the one on the right. And then, of course, she has like the typical removal of the shoes, so she doesn't have any feet articulation. Oh my God, that's gonna... Let me put that back on there. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and stand her up. All right, so here is the final look at the Bratz Reimagined 2001 Cloe Doll. And I'll go ahead and I'll flip the camera over and give my final thoughts. All right, so my final thoughts on the Bratz Reimagined 2001 Cloe Doll. Hands down, she is a banger. She is poppin'. She is that girl. She definitely gives me, you know, the 2000s vibes. Everything about her is just, let me just say, like, when it comes to like the elevated look, they absolutely elevated her to the max. She's absolutely stunning. I love everything about her. I love the outfit, the hair, especially the hair. I like how the hair already has a style to it. Yes, it's slightly crunched up with the box hair, but overall, like, they really packaged this hair really, really nice. I love, like I said, the body wave, the finger wave look. So yeah, definitely, if you wanted a doll where they already look good out of the box and there's no type of maintenance that needs to be done, she working it, she killing it. But yeah, she's absolutely stunning. Like I mentioned, these dolls are $30. And of course like for me, it's not an issue because I'll spend the money, but I do know that of course these are in the kids aisle. Of course, there's going to be parents that will probably be thinking, well, $30 is a lot for a doll. But, you know, I feel like with parents, sometimes they're not thinking really about like the quality that got put in when it comes to like the fabric, the hair, the quality of the hair. It's something that I'm not sure that they're going to take into consideration. So I do feel like for parents, maybe they may think that this is a lot for a doll, but I do feel like you do get a bang for your buck with what you're spending. For me, in my eyes, I can see like, yes, this doll is slightly more expensive than, for example, a Barbie deluxe doll, which is $20, or a Barbie style doll, I think that's what they're called now, which is $11 to $10. And I understand like these are kind of up there. But again, in my eyes, I see the quality of the fabrics that they use, the execution on the outfits that they use, the extra accessories the doll comes with, the quality of the hair, plus the styling of the hair. I do take that into consideration when it comes to like, is this doll worth it? I do think she's worth it. But again, for some people, especially if they're gonna buy this for kids, I don't know if they're gonna see that as a quality doll to have, because they may think, well, my kid's gonna probably ruin it. But at the same time, there's some parents that buy their kids American Girl dolls, which are like over $100, and you know, these girls with American Girl dolls are like going like this with the doll, like, you know, and they're messing them up and messing up the wigs and the hair quality and crap like that. And I just drop her purse. So it's, you know, I don't know. It just, and maybe there's some people that there may be some parents that may justify buying a American Girl doll because it's a bigger doll. It's like 18 inches or something. Is it 18 inches? I don't know. Or 24 inches. I don't know how big it is, but you know, some parents may justify an American Girl doll that's 100 versus like this doll that's like 30, because they're like, this is a tiny doll. And also, let me just give a disclaimer too, when I talk about parents buying these dolls, let me just say that I'm not advertising this, or I'm not making this video for parents to say, hey, buy this doll for your children. I'm just looking at it from like, these are on the shelves in the kids' toy aisle. So parents are gonna see this doll if, you know, their son or daughter is like looking at the doll and they're like, Mom, Dad, buy me this doll. That's why I'm also taking the parents into consideration as well, because when it comes to like a collector doll, like a Silkstone doll that I review, I'm not looking at the parents in mind, because they would never buy that for their like 6-year-old daughter or son. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to certain budget dolls like this or like this, I do think I do take the parents into consideration, because again, if they're taking their kids to the store, their kids are gonna see this, and of course the kid doesn't know how much it costs. You're just gonna tell their parents, buy me this. And again, there's some parents that may think $30 for this. No, we'll get you a Barbie style doll for $10 with no articulation, horrible fabric, horrible hair. But if the kids are gonna roughhouse with the doll, then yes, there's gonna be some parents that may think, I'm gonna just spend $10 maybe on 3 dolls, that'll equal 30. So you get more quantity versus quality. There's some people that prefer the quantity of items versus the quality of items. This is definitely a quality doll, not so much a doll of quantity. Because for example, if you buy 3 Barbie style dolls, that's $30 versus 3 Bratz dolls is going to be $90. So take that as you will. As a collector of actual adult collecting dolls and also just playline dolls, from a collector point of view, I will say she is worth it for the price, especially because, like I said, there are other doll companies that are charging like almost $30, and it's definitely not this quality of doll. Just saying. So yes, as a collector, yes, I do think she's worth the price. And I will be getting the other dolls in the collection minus Jade. But yes, overall, if you couldn't already tell, she's an absolute 10 out of 10. Absolute 10 out of 10. She definitely is, like, the Bratz Reimagined line have been the dolls that I've been stocking, like actively looking every day to hope that they're going to be on the shelf soon. When I did the Bratz Stampede collection with the Sasha doll, yeah, I wasn't out here looking when they dropped, to be honest. They didn't call my attention. Unlike these. Homegirls calling my attention. But yes, she definitely is a stunner, a killer. Amazing. Anyway, so yes, that's all I have to say about this amazing doll. Definitely get her because she's absolutely stunting. Anyway, until next time, thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully you tune in next time to see what else I have to say. So bye-bye.